Okay. Well, bon dia, good morning to everyone, and thank you to give me the opportunity to join all of you. It's not the first time I came to Portugal. I recognize some faces from last year. And today I want to speak, well, first I don't know if to tell 2 words about Hunter, who we are. We are a company, American company, that we manufacture irrigation and for landscape, for sport fields, for golf, for everything that has to be irrigated. And also you produce lighting for the landscape. It's called a company FX Luminaire. And our company is in California. All the production is there. And we have a European office in Barcelona. That's the one I manage. Okay, I keep going with the next one. So today, landscape architect profession of the future. So, well, I think that everyone, and you are here, you are landscape architects, you know what you design. For us, you design the green areas, in urban environmentals, parks, gardens, public squares, and so more. And also, you have been speaking, everyone, about what is your profession, and I think that's important because we have a lot of municipal technical people or architects that now they want to put more what we call hard parks or hard public spaces. And that's the problem, because as you mentioned, it's more people, and this is one of the reasons why you need green environmentals. So there's a lot of reasons. So improve the people's quality of life, physical and mental. We have a lot of studies. I am a member of the European Irrigation Association, and we have done a study also to go to Brussels and to have our lobby, because now that we have problems with water, the changes of the climate that we are facing, everyone is telling, oh, we don't need so much green areas on the cities, and that, I think, is a mistake. Yeah. So we did a nice study with a lot of reference from the studies, scientific studies. So improve the air conditions, so it's less CO2, more O2, reduce the pollution. So we have more cars every time on the streets, despite they try to reduce, but they take all the nitrogen into N2O2 and all the pollution that produce the cars. No? Improve ecosystem of the towns, plants and animals, so the biodiversity is very important on the towns. Reduce water flows after rains. Every time you are facing more floods than when they have heavy rains. Use adapted plants to the area when possible. That's another aspect. And this is the same for our colleagues from Tree even, that they know more than me with the trees. So this is the benefit of the urban trees. So you need to put plants, you need to put grass, you need to put trees when you design your jobs. So more or less it's the same. Filtering the pollution, cooling, also when we have what we call the heat water, these wave heatings that are happening many times. And now, okay, even in January in Barcelona, we have 25 degrees. That is unbelievable, no? But when this happens in summer, when you have 40 degrees in one of the towns, this is tough. So reducing the rates, as I say, for the medicals, protection the biodiversity, reducing the diversity levels so people can go in the parks, can run, can do exercise, managing stormwater, and increasing the neighbors' property values and reducing the stress of people. So just I wanted to mention the benefits of all these things. So why you need to do all these things? Water. Especially, you cannot do a nice landscape with the water, especially if you are in the South Europe or now even in the North Europe, because the climate is changing. And we are facing a lot of problems with water. Catalonia, where I live, we cannot irrigate since last year. Is banned. Also South Spain, in Malaga, or also in Algarve, I think we are facing this problem here. South France, the same. So every time we have more problems with water. So the important is to manage well the scarcity of the water we have. So to use the smart controllers to save water when designing landscape. This is one of the things I want to focus today. So when you design a project, you put a controller to manage the water, and the controllers, all our controllers, they have this, what it meets EPA criteria. What is this? I am going to read. This specification establishes the criteria for weather-based irrigation controllers labeled under the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, EPA. It's called Water Sense program. It applies to standalone controllers, add-on devices, and plug-in devices, collectively referred to this specification as controllers, that use current weather data as basis for the scheduling irrigation. Water Sense labeled irrigation controllers use weather-based or soil moisture-based technology to water only when needed. By installing one of these controllers, your facility can reduce water waste, lower utility bills, and grow a beautiful, healthy landscape. So Water Sense labeled irrigation controllers can take direction from the sky or from the soil. So with these two systems, you can have this approval logo, and you can use on your controllers. Hunter, all the controllers, we have these logos. We are approved by the EPA in USA. So this is very important that when you design or when you use a controller, to be sure that they have this feature. That means that you can save water. And now I want to explain, because a case, this is a project in Barcelona. It's called Torrevillana Garden in Barcelona, where we can show that we save, or they see on the bills of the water, that they save 40% on water and also on the bill, on the payment of the water. These are some pictures. This is a nice private area, about almost 1.5 hectares. You see it's a nice landscape, a nice area to live. It's a big condominiums, high level on the north of Barcelona. These are the details. It's, as I say, nice standing residential area in Barcelona, 12,900 square meters of garden, 53% gardens irrigated with the sprinklers, 26 shrubs irrigated with the sprinklers, and 21 shrubs irrigated with drip. Sorry. In 2020, due to the high water bills, they decided to check with an irrigation professional to study the irrigation system. They contacted with a company in Barcelona that's called Riegos Grandal, a company with extensive experience in auditing irrigation projects. Sometimes with my English and the Spanish and the Catalan, I have to think what I say. Problems found by the company Riegos Grandal. So they did a study on the projects, and they say they faced irrigation design and rotors problems. So it is important when you you start with an irrigation, first to have, as I say, an irrigation design. Sometimes we face problems because we have no professional people, just they put pipes and, okay, they have no clue of what they are doing, they don't do any hydraulic calculations, so we start the problems with this sometimes. Low pressure of pumps. So many sprinkles had the low precipitation and short radius, so you don't have the proper pressure on the pumps when the pressure that will arrive at the nozzle on the rotor. Okay, so not the proper nozzle of some sprinklers, not the scheduled program of the controllers based on the ATP on the site. In fact, this was done as a decision of the gardeners, and any control of water leaks of the system by the gardeners. So what this guy did, they checked the dynamic pressure at the nozzles, they audit to the distribution of the sprinklers. So this you can see in this picture is all the buckets where you can calculate the distribution, to verify the programs of the controller, to verify the pumping station, and to change the controller with a smart one and install a flow meter. Measures taken, he changed the pump, he adjusted the nozzles, he changed the controller to a smart controller and put a flow meter. And this is the controllers that we have, and this is the flow meter, Hunter ones. And with this, these are the results in consumption of meter cubics. In 2019, they were using 60,600 meter cubics. And in 2023, after all these improvements, they went down to almost 10,000 square meters, 9,800 meter cubics. Price of the water in 2019 was they were paying the bills. Here on the right, you have per month how much they were paying, 52,000 euros. And in 2023, after the improvements, they pay 31,000 euros. So the result that the Torrevillana saved 40% of water in 1 year. So they save 6,500 meter cubics, and that represents 20,000 euros, estimating that the price of the water in Barcelona is per meter cubic is 3.2 euros. And that's all. Thanks a lot. Molto obrigado. Okay.